Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to the Deep Space Carrier series here on Elite Dangerous. We're continuing to do exobiology operations nearby our carrier, which is on its maiden voyage to Colonia. Nice, easy destination to just kind of pick for our first time out, trying to take the carrier away from the bubble. You can go back to yesterday's episode to find out exactly where we are. I'm not going to go do that again today. Yeah, we're just trying to find really cool biological signatures, biological sources, and also any other, cool discovery things that we might be able to find. So let's hang out and go find that. Before we get too far into the video, I'd like to ask you to help us to reach the next channel milestone of 10,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. The number does not go up unless you press the button, so be sure to go ahead and do that now. Hit the like button to spread the video out to more people so that they can subscribe. And then when you're done here, we have more than 1,600 videos on the channel that you can go and watch. They're all different kinds of games because I like to play a bunch of different stuff. And it's organized in a nice, neat little playlist to make it easy for you to find whatever it is you're looking for. So be sure to go and do that once you're done here. In the last episode, we did find an ammonia world, which actually, on my first trip out to Beagle Point, I feel like I found a fair number of those, but recently we haven't run into those very much. So it's kind of cool finding an ammonia world. Oh, I never did the, kind of have to do the discovery scanner, huh? We haven't come across an ammonia world in quite a while, actually, so it was mildly surprising that we did. There does not appear to be any high metal content worlds. There are some rocky bodies. No, those are all icy bodies, I'm pretty sure. So I imagine we're probably going to have a gas giant here, and then it's going to end up having some icy moons around it. I would not expect to find anything other than icy bodies. So for icy bodies, all we're going to get are the space mushrooms, the fonticula, or bacteria almost all of the time. I had somebody... and I wish I had brought it up in the last episode, but I had somebody in my comments leave something to the effect of you should scan everything because they came across a stratum tectonicus first footfall on a single biology planet on a high metal content planet. And I'm like, I've never tried to say that you won't find that. I'm just saying that the odds of you finding that are so low that spending the time to scan or to go and actually drop probes on every single biology planet in the hopes that maybe you find one is a waste of time, in my opinion. The amount of times that you're going to have to scan bodies only to find out that they're bacteria before you come across a planet like that, from an odds perspective, just gauging the percentage of it, you're going to spend a lot more time doing that than it's really worth once you finally find one. So that's just, that's my opinion. That's the way I do things, and I would rather not waste my time scanning single biology planets in the off chance that it might end up being, something super high valuable. I'd rather go after things that I can be relatively sure are going to be reasonably valuable, because I feel like you end up making a lot more money overall doing it that way. Yeah, so we have gas giant here. We do have a high metal content world here somewhere, so let's see if maybe we can find that guy. Here it is. It's got a few geologicals on it, but yeah, everything else is rocky bodies, which, rocky bodies have a decent chance of having biology. I generally don't bother scanning icy worlds because, are we not going to find any? Okay, well that gets rid of that. So there's a lot of asteroid belt. Oh, but it's probably going to be around a gas giant. So let's, yeah, here we go. This thing can be pretty finicky. Can you get in here? I don't mind scanning rocky bodies because there's a decent chance that when you find biology, you're going to find a diverse set of biology. A lot of the rocky bodies, when they have biology on them, will have 3, 4, sometimes up to 7 or 8. I found I think I found the most I've ever found on a plant on a body, as far as biology is concerned, I think was a 9 biology planet. I think I found a pair of those. I think they were right next to each other. They were orbiting each other, and it was a 9 here and a 9 there, and we ended up getting half of the signatures on each one of those. And I think that was a fairly recent episode too. I don't remember. Anyways, I've done so many jumps, and I've done so many light years, and I've done so many scans and all of that stuff. But I don't remember anymore. There's been so many. So it all just kind of runs together, and even the more recent stuff is just was that last week or was that 6 months ago? I don't know, because it all ends up looking the same to me. The only reason we keep having a discussion about how you know, Elite Dangerous gets boring really quick because there isn't really that much to do. There's like a million places to go, but they all end up being kind of the same thing. So the only thing that's really kept me going is, you know, working up to a fleet carrier, and then now we have the fleet carrier, and I want to take it to, you know, exotic destinations, hopefully. So that's what keeps me coming back. And like most things that you invest a lot of time into over a significant period of time, that's kind of how you have to approach it. You have to come up with goals to reach. These are all icy bodies. I don't really see the point in continuing to mess with these, so we're going to go ahead and head over to the next system. So, you know, if you like Elite Dangerous and the ambiance and the visuals and all of that stuff is something that you want to experience and you're just disappointed that it doesn't have enough content for you, you have to create your own content. That's just the way it is. I didn't mention in the last episode because I forgot, but I do try to bring it up in every episode. One of the content types of things that I'm hoping to generate at some point is like a Galactic Racing League kind of thing, where we get a bunch of people to come hang out on the fleet carrier. And then as we're doing our exploration, maybe we find some cool places to do some racing. And then we break out our racers and go and race and make that an event during our weekly live stream. I do a weekly live stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. to do the carrier reposition. We do about 3 jumps, and that takes about an hour, so it seemed like a pretty decent thing to do a live stream on so we can hang out. But it would be cool if we could turn that into more of a major event where people can come and hang out and actually participate in some competitions or events or something to make it more fun and, you know, make people actually want to play the game. So that says it's a high metal content world. We might get lucky and maybe find something with some biology on it. That would be nice. So those are going to be rocky bodies. High metal content. It's still saying that there's another one. Oh, there's another couple here. But no biology, and now we are done with the high metal content. So we got some ice stuff, and then. So okay, I wanted to look at the high metal content stuff first, but I'm fine with checking out these rocky bodies here because there's a decent chance. All right, so we got some geological. There's always a decent chance that it might have some diverse. That was a high metal content world. Have some diverse biology on it. So let's yeah, icy bodies. I'm really not trying to waste too much time on those. Another high metal content world. It's weird how the high metal content worlds and the rocky bodies all kind of overlap on the spectrum here, but yeah, now we're down to rocky stuff, and all right, now we're down to ice worlds and rocky ice worlds and some gas giants. So I'm not going to waste any more time here, because as I've said a million times, the ice worlds almost always have 1 or 2 biological sources on them, and they're almost always going to be bacteria and fonticula. And while, you know, all exobiology provides, you know, a significant amount of money compared to some activities, it's not enough to waste my time on it. So that's my personal preference. Let's get into this next system. Hopefully we're going to find something interesting. Like I said, we found the ammonia world last time, but that's not really like, ooh, wow, we found something cool. So I'm kind of hoping that this episode we will come across a decent body with either some high value stuff on it, like the Stratum Tectonicus, or, I mean, we're kind of overdue for finding something that's super visually interesting. So I'd really like to find, you know, either something that has a color that we haven't seen before, or has shapes on it that we haven't seen before. Yet another system with a bunch of icy bodies on it. So I'm not going to waste my time with that. The problem with some of the other visual features that I want to find, like really cool geysers and stuff like that, is that you have to land on a body that has geological features on it. And most of the time, from what I've seen, my own personal experience, this is all anecdotal, you either find biology or you find geology. Every once in a while you'll find some overlap, but most of the time you're not going to find a geological source on the same planet with a biological source most of the time. Like I said, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen a lot, but from my experience, I almost never find both on the same body. So while it would be cool to go investigate some geysers and stuff, there's no money in that, and I don't really want to spend my time doing that. So I know that's I know that kind of is like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say, it's not like hypocritical. It's like saying one thing and doing another. I mean, that's the definition of hypocrisy. But I don't really think about it that way. These are all icy bodies. My stated goal out here is to find interesting things to look at, obviously. But at the same time, you have to draw a line in the sand as with most things. And the thing for me is that I want to go find things that are visually interesting, but at the same time, we have maintenance things we have things to maintain on our fleet carrier. We need to make some money. So I'm not going to just randomly go check out planets unless I have a good reason to go there. So biological sources is a good reason to go there. Geological sources, not so much. So I know that limits the possibilities of me finding things, but if you've watched any of my videos for a while, you know that I'm not a super meticulous person, and I get a little bit impatient and bored, and I can't even sit and scan through 50 bodies in a system. And some explorers are like, ooh, 50 bodies, a bigger chance of finding finding some things, and I'm like, I don't want to sit there through 50 bodies. I can do 15 or 20, and then I'm ready to move on to the next system. And then the other side of that is just that the reality of the way math works is that just because there's more bodies in a system does not necessarily mean that there's a higher chance of finding what you're looking for, because there is either biology in the system or there's not. That's a 50-50 shot. So there's either going to be biology in the system or there's not going to be biology in the system. The number of bodies does not determine whether biology will show up in the system. It's all just, there's either going to be a planet that has it or there's not. That's just the way that works. So you start getting into like 40, 50 bodies, and you realize, that you don't have an increased chance of actually finding anything with the increased number of bodies, and you're like, you know what? I don't really want to spend any more time scanning this, because now I'm having to put in I'm having to put in 2 or 3 times the effort that I normally would for the same chance at finding whatever it is that I'm looking for, and I just don't want to do that. So, yeah, that's my personal thing. All right, still got icy bodies here. We'll just go ahead and move on to the next system then. So yeah, like I don't have any inside knowledge on how the programming in this game works, but the fact that Panspermia seems to be a thing, and the fact that you'll hear certain people say that you have a higher chance of finding this in this kind of system, or a higher chance of finding that in that kind of system, tells me that it is decided before the system is generated whether it's going to have biology in it or not, and then it just randomly places that biology to get there. I do not believe that it is something where, as each planet is created, that it has a chance of having biology on it, because conditions have to be correct. The locations of the bodies have to be in the right place. The star type has to be the right type of star to be able to support life. Like, there's a bunch of different conditions that have to be met before you even get to the point where it's possible that there's life. So much more of the variables that have to do with determining whether there's going to be life happen before the number of bodies is even a thing, and then the number of bodies doesn't really significantly add to the chances of that actually having life on it. I'm not really able to explain it. The point I'm trying to make is that while it may seem intuitive that more bodies equals more of a possibility of finding life, or whatever specific thing it is that you're looking for, it doesn't really work that way. In general and in life, it is a counterintuitive process that the odds don't actually go up just because your sample size goes up. It's just not how it works.
System scan complete.
Right. Got 4 bodies on this one, but the system scan's already complete. So we'll hop out of here and check and see what we got. But unfortunately, yeah, that's what I thought. Moving on to the next one then. We're just not getting very lucky in these last couple of episodes. I guess we're getting some kind of like cosmic balance or something. Because the first couple of episodes that we did, the first 2 or 3 episodes that we did this week, let's see, it would have been Sunday night, and then Monday, and then Tuesday, and today's Wednesday. So yeah, the first 3 episodes that we did, we found like a lot of cool stuff. And now today, the first episode I just did, and then this episode that I just did right now, we're not finding anything. So I must have moved us into a region of space where there's just not very much going on. Sometimes you just pick the wrong direction. It's unfortunate when it happens, but it is what it is. Okay. I am gonna I've been rushing my way through the fuel scooping process here, so we're gonna have to kind of slow down for a second and let our fuel tank catch back up where it's supposed to be. All right, that should get us there.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And it's all, yeah, we're getting all these rocky bodies and ice worlds and stuff. So I don't know. Oh, wait. Did I just? Yeah, icy bodies and rocky ice worlds. I saw rocky, and for whatever reason, I inverted it into my brain and thought it was rocky bodies. No, we're getting all these icy bodies and rocky bodies, or icy bodies and rocky icy bodies. That's a really hard thing to differentiate in your mind. Even when you're actively thinking about it, my brain, even when I'm actively thinking about it, my brain still tries to just say rocky bodies. I don't know why. Okay, come on. This system, we really need to find something. Come on, you can do it. Give it to me. You can do it. All right. Discovery scanner.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. That means that all that's here is this star, and that's it.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
All right, one or two more chances, I think. As I said in the last episode, I'm doing my weekend videos, so these are going to, by default, be short as possible because I'm having to do extra episodes to account for my weekend. So, while I would normally try to push it towards 30 minutes for these weekend episodes, I generally go for 20 minutes apiece, so that way it's not too much extra time having to record for these. My voice can only hold out for so long. All right, come on, give us something good. Give us something good. Oh, we've made it to our destination. Hey, 18, sweet. So now we will hop down over here, hop into this. It's all icy stuff. That's some asteroids. Ugh. All right, well, we'll scan all of this. Maybe we'll get lucky and happen to find some biology. I'd rather find something than nothing. We didn't find anything in the last episode. Well, I mean, I guess in the last episode we did find an ammonia world, so that's better than nothing. But I would still much rather find some biology, make a little bit of cash. If we can make a little bit of cash every... I don't want to get complacent in the fact that we made a lot of money in the first couple of days with those Stratum Tectonicus, because when you get complacent, then you stop paying attention, and then you get to the point where you're like, oh crap, I'm out of money. So I want to assume every time I come out here that I need to find money, so that way I don't get into that headspace of, you know, spacing out, and then we get to the point where we actually really do need to find money. There's a reason why rich people are rich. It's because they always assume that they're not going to be rich anymore if they don't keep trying and going after it. So, that's the mentality that we need to have in this game. But unfortunately, it does not appear that we're going to find any biology here. We have one more chance, because this is our last body here.
System scan complete.
All right. Guess we got to select another destination. We'll head over into the other side of this square down here. And go there. Alright, we'll give it one or two more jumps and then I'm out of time. Hop into the next system. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Sometimes you feel like you're playing dice or something in this game. Let me see it. Let me see it. Alright, come on. Come on. Come on. Do it. Alright, 20 bodies. That's a decent number. Let's get our fuel scooping done. Let's get some bodies, or let's get some biology done here. Come on. Getting a little too close to that rim. Last thing I need is to fling myself out of Super Cruise and running into the star. So let's not do that.
Incomplete.
Okay, we have some rocky bodies, so that's good. That gives us at least a chance of finding something. Got ice worlds, several different kinds of gas giants. Alright, that gets rid of all of our asteroid belts. So yeah, my rocky body there. Rocky body there. Rocky body there. Come on. More rocky bodies. We need one of these to have some kind of biology on it. Please, oh please, give me the biology. That almost rhymed. Unfortunate. I saw there's still something else over here. Okay, so are these going to be icy bodies or nope? And is that it? No, it says there's another one. Oh, it's going to be... This is like a mixture of icy and... Ugh, I hate it when they do that. Okay, what's this going to be? So we got the gas giant here. Oh, it's a water giant, though. That's not the same as a water world. I'm curious, though. I wonder if that's worth scanning. I'm not going to, but because I want to leave it up to you guys to let me know, you know, boost channel engagement and all that. But yeah, is that worth scanning or water? How much do you get out of water giants? Because like ammonia worlds and water worlds and Earth-like worlds are all worth a reasonable number of credits. It's actually worth, you know, taking a minute to go scan to run over there and actually scan it. I don't know about giant water worlds or whatever that was. Alright, well, unfortunately, we didn't end up finding anything cool here, and we're out of time. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button to let me know, and push the video out to more people so that they can try to help us reach that 10,000 subscriber mark by subscribing, as you should as well. You can join the channel as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. Again, thank you very much for watching this episode of the Deep Space Carrier series here on Elite Dangerous. Be sure to come back for the next episode, and I'll see you then.